I am so happy right now. The Eagles go into Detroit and destroy the Lions 44-7. We are now 3-5. This snaps a 3-game losing streak to Detroit. We hadn't beaten them since 2013. This is our first win against them since that Blizzard Bowl game with LaShawn McCoy. It feels so good to finally beat this stupid team. They aren't even that good. The fact that we lost 3 straight games to them, I hated that. They suck, and we finally beat them again today. I am so happy. We really needed this win. After these last 2 games, these losses to the Buccaneers and Raiders where we just got dominated, we really needed this today. I get it. It was the Lions. They were 0-7. They were a bad team. I get it. But you know what? We needed this. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. We did everything that I said we had to do in the pregame. We did. We actually did everything we needed to do today. Nick Sirianni, I can finally praise you after how many videos where I had to criticize you? After 6 videos straight where I had to just constantly criticize you, I could praise you today. I could finally give you due credit because you did a good job today, Nick Sirianni. We ran the ball. We ran the ball exceedingly well. We had over 200 yards rushing today. Over 200 yards. It was amazing to watch. It was early. We were just pounding the rock down the Lions' throat today, and I loved every second of it. It was amazing. Jalen Hurts, Boston Scott, Jordan Howard, they all had over 50 yards rushing or more. It was just pleasant to see. This was what I wanted us to do all year. This is what I wanted us to do all year. This whole year, we've always had really good yards per carry. We just were not running the ball. And to see us just run it down the freaking Lions' throats today, it really just warmed my heart, man. It warmed my heart. Creative offense. The offense was creative today, not so predictable. Jalen Hurts, not really a significant passing day for Jalen Hurts, but he really didn't need to. He really didn't need to pass the ball a lot today because we did everything on the ground, really. There was one third down. It was like a 3rd and 12. Jalen Hurts ran for 21 yards. He ran for 21 yards on 3rd and 12, and we were backed up deep in our own territory. That was really good. Dallas Goedert had a very nice game today. He had a couple of long passes. Devontae Smith, it was really quiet for him overall, but he did have this one big catch on 3rd down. And it's really the running game that I'm blossoming about today. The running game was incredible. Over 200 yards rushing. That says all you need to know. This is what the Eagles can be. I know it was against the Lions, but keep doing it, Nick Sirianni. Keep doing it. You did it in week 1. Don't make this be like after the Falcons game where you just abandon a run. See what happens when you run the ball? Do you see what happens when you run the ball? We do very well. Run the ball, Nick Sirianni. That's all I'm asking. Look what happens. Look what happens when you run the ball. What else do I have to say? What else do I have to say, really? What else do I have to say? 200 yards rushing. We won 44-7 behind this running game. What else has to be said? Run the ball. Keep doing this. Run the ball next week against the Chargers. Do it. Keep doing it. Shove it down their throats. And as for the defense, I said in the pregame, you got to get pressure on Jared Goff, and we did just that. Shout out to Josh Sweat. He had 2 sacks in the first quarter. I think we had 5 total sacks today. Jared Goff, he was under pressure today. He was under massive pressure. I've never been a big fan of Jared Goff. If you get him under pressure, he'll fold. He'll crack. He'll crumble. He will fall apart. I knew this heading into this game, and they put it into action. I knew that if we could get to Jared Goff, we would win this game. It was just like the Carolina game. You get pressure on Sam Darnold, we win. We won that game under pressure because of all these hits we were making on Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is another one of those quarterbacks. We did the same thing today. We got pressure on Jared Goff. We won the game. All right. I loved this game today. I loved it. The offense wasn't stale. And the fact is, it's because we had a respectable run game today, you could actually pull off play action. All season, we've been doing all this play action crap, but it doesn't work because play action is reliant on having your opponent respect the run, but your opponent isn't going to respect the run if you're not running the ball. If you're not going to run the ball, there's no point of doing play action. Today, because the run was working, the Lions had to respect the run. That opens up the play action. Why weren't we doing this all year? This is what I wanted all year. This is what I wanted all season long. And it's a shame that we're just now doing this, but they are still potential to right this ship. We still have a chance to get things settled. This can still be worked out. This season could still be a success. Because listen, you're 3-5 right now, but keep in mind, you still play the New York Giants twice. You still play the Washington football team twice. You still play the Broncos. You still play the Jets. Those are 6 winnable games. Those teams aren't that good. Those teams I mentioned, the Giants, Washington, the Jets, the Broncos, those aren't good teams. You can beat those teams. You're 3-5 now, but you could get 6 wins from there. Now, we do have a tough game against the Chargers next week. We do have a game against the Saints at home later down the line. And then, of course, you have that last game of the season against those blasted Cowboys, our second shot at Dallas. But the thing is, those 3 games that I mentioned, those are all at home. The Chargers, Saints, and Cowboys, those are all home games. Now, admittedly, we haven't been that good at home this year. For some reason this year, we've been better on the road than at home. We're 3-2 on the road compared to 0-3 at home playing at Lincoln Financial Field. I don't know why, but it's better that these 3 games be at home. I'm more satisfied with that. Hopefully we could get a home win against the Chargers next week. That's going to be a tough game, but we could do it. We could do it. If we execute like we did today, we could beat the Chargers. We could beat the Saints. We could beat the Cowboys. Just execute. If you have a balanced offense like this, like you can win these games. You can really win these games and right this ship. We're 3-5, but we're not done just yet. We're not done just yet. Don't tell me about all this tanking talk. I'm not a tanking guy. I know I'm in the minority there, but I don't care. I don't care. Because if you have a GM like Howie Roseman, you really don't have draft picks to look forward to in the first place. So basically for me, I want this team to make a playoff push. I want this team to be in playoff contention. I want us to make the playoffs this year. Now, we're probably not going to win a playoff game, to be honest, but it gives you something to build upon. It gives you something to improve on next year. It gives you something to hope for in the future, seeing this young team get to the playoffs. I really want them to just fight for the postseason because it would be huge for this very young team to go into next year knowing that they made the playoffs under this first-year head coach Nick Sirianni and this new coaching staff. It would be huge. It would be huge for this young team. I'm very happy today. Screw the Lions. I'm so glad that we finally snapped this losing streak to them. 8 years. 8 years. That's the maximum length of a presidency. 2013, that was my freshman year in high school. It had been so long since we beat the Lions. We lost 3 straight games to them, and it's finally over. And we finally beat that stupid, god-awful, stupid team. I said stupid twice. This dumpster fire, garbage bin, terrible franchise. We finally beat them. I feel good today. Catch you guys later.